Let's get into it. Joining me is Shadow Cabinet Secretary Andrew Wallace. Andrew, thanks for your time. Look, I want to begin with that Palestinian woman who praised the October 7 massacre. Now, she was granted a visa to come here, which the Minister Tony Burke said late this afternoon has now been cancelled. But well done to the work of the Herald Sun for exposing this and for the coalition for putting him under pressure. Otherwise, nothing would have happened. We've got 3,000 Gazans here already with little to no security checks. What does it say about border security under Labor?
Well, what it demonstrates, Danica, and thanks for having me on, is that there's a rule for one and there's a rule for others. Just last year in December, Tony Burke denied a visa to Ayelet Shaked, who was the former Justice Minister for Israel, on the grounds that she was going to threaten social cohesion. Then in June of this year, he denied a visa for Hillel Fuld, on the same basis, and yet here he has just approved the visa for this Palestinian woman who's provided some appalling commentary in relation to the October 7 events and is a supporter of a listed terrorist organisation. Now, what's good for the goose is good for the gander, but what it does continue to demonstrate is that this government continues to take inconsistent approaches depending on what your belief is.
Yeah, look, I completely agree with you. And again, it's not like he would have done anything, probably not, unless it had been exposed by the Herald Sun and the coalition put him under immense pressure today. Otherwise, we wouldn't be having this conversation. Now, look, I want to ask you about Israel's Security Cabinet this afternoon voted to approve a proposal for the IDF to occupy Gaza City. Here was the Israeli Prime Minister speaking on Fox.
Will Israel take control of all of Gaza?
We intend to, in order to assure our security, remove Hamas there, enable the population to be free of Gaza. We don't want to be there as a governing body. We want to hand it over to Arab forces.
Andrew, the IDF has avoided entering much of the city since the start of this war. It will likely require a mass evacuation of the area where about 1 million Gazans reside. What is your take on this development?
Well, it's hard to judge from Australia, but my best reading is that this is an attempt to effectively put pressure on Hamas, another form of pressure. We just simply can't have a situation where Hamas stay in power as the ruling body in Gaza. I don't think that anybody wants that. The Palestinians don't want that. The only person or people who want that is Hamas itself. But it is very clear, Western countries across the world have been clear that we cannot see a situation where Hamas are continuing or have the ability to continue to govern in Gaza. So I think ultimately this is another form of pressure that Prime Minister Netanyahu is putting on Hamas. Look, time will tell. But the outcome of the Security Cabinet meeting today, it would indicate that the civilians will be moved from that particular area within Gaza, in Gaza City, before the Israel military seek to root what's left of Hamas out.
Yeah, all right. Well, look, we're all going to be watching this one very closely. Andrew Wallace, we have to leave it there. Thank you very much for joining me on the show this evening.
Thanks, Danica.